we go, my people. This article came out August the 2nd of 2004, Earth and Environment. Now, this is a long article, but I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, my people, because it's actually a bunch of jibber jabbers after they tell you the truth right in the beginning. This is by Jennifer Chu, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Scientists find a human fingerprint in the upper troposphere's increasing ozone. Ozone can be an agent of good or harm, depending on where you find it in the atmosphere. Way up in the stratosphere, the colorless gas shields the Earth from the sun's harsh ultraviolet rays. But closer to the ground, ozone is a harmful air pollutant that can trigger chronic health problems, including chest pain, difficulty breathing, and impaired lung function. Now, go search up ARS and see if some of these, with this right here, wasn't some of the symptoms of ARS. Go search up some of the symptoms off of You Know What 19 and see if they're not the same symptoms of ARS. See? And some of this right here. Now, I'm gonna read this one more again because, like I said, a lot of this is really in the beginning, and then they go off into their studies and who was the scientist, a bunch of jibber jabbers, because they give you right here in the beginning. Ozone can be an agent of good or harm, depending on where you find it in the atmosphere. Way up in the stratosphere, the colorless gas shields the Earth from the sun's harsh ultraviolet rays. The sun doesn't bother me. Ultraviolet rays doesn't bother me. I need them. But closer to the ground, ozone is a harmful air pollutant that can trigger chronic health problems, including chest pains, difficulty breathing, and impaired lung function. And somewhere in between the upper troposphere, the layer of the atmosphere just below the stratosphere. See how all that shit just came together? They try to get you a bunch of words. Where most aircraft cruises, ozone contributes to warming the planet as a potent greenhouse gas. There are signs that ozone is continuing to rise in the upper troposphere despite efforts to reduce its source at the surface in many nations. Now, MIT scientists confirmed that much of the ozone increase in the upper troposphere is likely due to humans. Cut it out, man, please. In a paper published today, August the 2nd, in the journal Environmental Science and Technology, the team reports that they detect a clear sign of human influence on upper tropospheric ozone trends in a 17-year satellite record starting in 2005. Excuse me. We confirmed that there is a clear and increased trend in upper tropospheric ozone in the northern mid-longitudes. We confirmed that there is a clear and increased trend in upper tropospheric ozone in the northern mid-longitudes. In the north, radiation has increased exponentially due to human beings rather than climate noise, says studies led Arthur Xjing Yu. Excuse me for butchering this name, a graduate student at MIT, Department of Earth, Atmosphere, and Planetary Science. Now, again, my people, this is the rest of it. Now we can do more detective work and try to understand what specific human activities lead to the ozone trend. Add co-author Arlene Foe. These are just, they start going into this. The studies MIT authors include Sebastian Easterham. No, let me keep going. This is just introducing them. All right, here goes the ozone tangled web. Understanding ozone causes and influence is a challenging exercise. Ozone is not emitted directly, but instead is a product of precursors, starting ingredients such as nitrogen oxide, and volatile organic compounds that react in the presence of sunlight to form ozones. These precursors are generated from vehicles, exhaust power plants, chemical solvents, industrial processes, aircraft emissions, and other human induced activities. Now, people, this is where they're not getting into nothing else rather than how long the ozone layer. They're not going to get into anything else. They're just going to just talk about a bunch of jibber jabbers. But my whole point in me reading this whole article or reading some of this article is to bring it to the mid longitude in the northern, because again, I told you the north is going back on the ice. You got to think about something. You having these aurora borealis reaching so far down from the north all the way down to the south. The ozone layer is being removed because if you look on the map, how they show it to us, that map is wrong. But if you look on the map, you see Europe, you see Russia, you see China, the Asian community. You see them up in there, up the north, and Siberia, all that, the north. And you will see that the ozone layer in those areas are depleting at a accelerating rate. More radiation is coming in through those areas, which is changing those areas. Well, more radiation period is coming through the planet. But in that area, radiation is increasing exponentially, and it's nothing that they can do about it. So again, I wanted to read partial of this article to you because again, it just in the beginning it told you the absolutely truth. All the rest of it is just jibber jabbers going back and forth about what they had found, how humans are contributing to the ozone layer being destroyed, and not this is not happening through climate change or the changing of the sun. Let's just say that. But I wanted to read that to you in the beginning, my people. Again, like I can read this one more time. Ozone can be an agent of good or harm depending on where you find it in the atmosphere. Way up in the stratosphere, the colorless gas shields the earth from the sun's harsh ultraviolet rays. But closer to the ground, ozone is a harmful air pollutant that can trigger chronic health problems, including chest pains, difficulty breathing, and impaired lung function. Now, tell me that's been going on. Tell me I haven't been speaking about this regarding the sun for the longest. I don't want to say for the longest, but at least the last since I've been on social media. Huh? And this is happening right in front of your face. But again, my people, I value, I appreciate you. Don't be fooled. Matter of fact, Paul. Okay, my people, here you go. This is a prime example when they talk about the ozone and the increase of what you would call radiation onto the planet. Look at this right here. It hasn't even been 24 hours yet. You have 1 M flare, 2 M flares, 3 M flares, a long duration of C flares, and then you have another 4 M flares, 5 M flares. It haven't even been 24 hours yet, my people. This is 24 hours. Let's just go. Now, look, you see right here at the top what I'm going to do. Now, mind you, this is the last 3 days, and it hasn't been 24 hours. And look at this right here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the last 7 days. Wow. The last 7 days. Look at this activity the last 7 days. From the C flares going up. Look at this activity over the last 7 days. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. You really got to be kidding me. I'm telling you, my people, if they let Kamala Harris inside that White House, it's going to be total chaos on the planet. Either way, whoever gets in there, it's going to be total chaos. But I firmly believe she will not get in there, and I firmly believe that things are going to take place on the planet that's going to require her to strap on her strap-on. If you understand what I'm saying to you. This is what I mean by that. She's going to have to, what you say, think like a man, think like a war veteran in the time that America is going to need it the most, because I firmly believe that false flags are going to take place on her watch. And it is on her watch right now. Just what y'all don't know. Biden is supposedly still president, and she's the acting, she's still vice president. Mind you, Biden is still president. She's the vice president, but Biden's stepping down. So technically she's really the president right now, my people, just so that y'all know. She's still running as, and I'm vice president running from president, but she's really the president right now. So I firmly believe that things are going to take place on her watch going into Trump. Understand and pause. Okay, my people, this is the last 3 hours. Wow. This is the last 3 hours. So right now, current going back, this is the last 3 hours regarding your magnetopause and solar radiation. The reaction between your planet, the shield that supposedly protects us from harmful ultraviolet light, gamma radiation, and our interaction with the sun. This is only 3 hours, and look at all of this energy that is hitting the planet. And I'm wondering why no one uses this instrument. Why not? This is very disturbing. Watch how the ozone layer, this dome right here, watch how it squeezes back. Watch how it squeezes down. Just watch. Look. Woo! And then after it's squeezed down, you get this blast from the back end and pushes it back open like an umbrella. You see that? You see that? Watch. Watch it now. Watch it now. Look, here you go. See? Boom. Did you see that? You get that blast. You get that strong blast. Now, mind you, the sun is over here. You get that strong blast. Look, that blast right there. You see that energy? And it shrunk. Watch it squeeze. Squeeze down your ozone layer. And then you get a blast from the back side of the planet that pushes it back open. I told you there's something. I told you there is something here. And the sun is over here. And these two objects are connecting to each other. And they're both sending cosmic rays to the earth. This is what's happening right now. Both of them. So when they say earth is tangled in a web, I guess so. This is what's happening, my people. Right now. Paul. So here we go, my people. Let's get up here. Let's look at solar wind for a second. Let's just look at this for 1 second. Now, mind you, we saw that blast come down here, and it's pretty much looked like it shrunk. Ooh, look. Ooh, like it ripped partial of the ozone layer away. Look, the ozone layer don't even look like it's there. The dome doesn't even look like it's there. Look at that. That looked very thin. That doesn't even look like it's there, people. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. That doesn't even look like it did. Now, again, the sun is over here, and this is the dark side of the planet. Nothing should be over here. However, satellites are detecting something emitting solar wind from the backside of the planet. These arrows represent solar wind. So I just want you to take a look at this, my people. Just me and you together. Listen, I'm not here to force anyone to believe me. This ain't about believing me. This is about trusting your eyes and trusting what you feel. Your central nervous system ain't lying to you. When you go outside and that sun touch your skin, or your peripheral nervous system that's communicating with your central nervous system, it ain't lying to you. Forget what Kalai is saying. Look at the arrows. Look at the arrows coming from the daytime side, coming over to the nighttime side with the blast, and then look at the reaction on the nighttime side of the planet. That blast getting ready to come again. Look, wow. And then now look at the arrows. Look how the arrows turned in there. Look at this. And then you got a red sky. You got a red upper atmosphere. And you mean to tell me it's blue and black out there? Look at this. This is wow, people. This is amazing. And this is why I say there is something back here and the sun is over here, and they are connecting with one another. That's what's happening. They're connecting with one another, and they're sending these particles, and they're sending these particles back here. There was a crop circle that was made that looked similar to this, my people, and I didn't know what that crop circle meant. But now I'm starting to get an idea of what that crop circle meant. And I got to look for it again, but I can pull it up. I'll find it and pull it up again. But this is what this looked like. Look at these arrows. Look at this solar wind coming back into the planet. It's nothing. And look at the ozone layer when it takes that blast. Wow. Abundance and gratitude to you all, my people.